I'm about to make the biggest announcement of the channel's history. So I will warn you ahead of time. I'm just going to be clicking buttons. I don't really care about the battle. I actually tried to record this video before and none of the audio recorded. So if anything, it's saying, hey, he rambled too much. And in that, I tried to play and talk at the fuck it. So if you're looking for high impact, ultra whatever, then this isn't going to have that. But anyway, as we get into things, I'm going to be merging V, which is my actual name, right? It starts with V, and Jam. So I'm going to be unveiling my identity. Now there is a catch, so to speak. This doesn't mean like I'm going to be recording Mon's videos about all this shit and all that. No, it's not what's happening. It means that, and what led to this is that come to realize that I'm like, okay, there is a massive part of my audience that would like to just learn about the real deal stuff. Like, so no masking it behind Mons, nothing like that. Just the full on Jam, help me with this particular problem I'm having, help me with this emotional struggle. I want help with the things that you help guys with offline, right? I've sprinkled it into the Mon stuff, but that's like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. And so because I never intended to merge these, and when technically Mr. Jamvad, my 15, 16-year-old self that created this channel, and who I became, which is Z in terms of the psychological work, that stuff came after the fact. So Jam technically existed first. And so over time, as I built the Academy community, I noticed that the very things that would be helpful for guys offline are the same things that guys are seeking online. And then I also noticed that it was manifesting itself in their actual games as well, right? It was like, the same things they're struggling with, or guys are struggling with the same thing here. I was like, oh wow, what are the odds of that, right? And so I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then can we do something about that? And so that's what ended up happening, right? I started helping guys and offering, well, it wouldn't even be an offer. People would be like, man, I feel like this guy knows something. And then they'd message me about it. And then I'd say, okay, I won't say too much, but I may be able to help you with that particular problem. And so we'd work together behind the scenes, and I would help them with that particular problem. And that's how the On the Contrary podcast would come about. It'd be like, guy, Pokemon player goes from da-da-da-da. And so I never wanted to fully promote that because I didn't want it to be the focus of the channel, frankly. I don't know why he left this clef in. Oh, I'm Rocky Helmet. He's Rocky Helmet. Of course he left. He's probably unaware too. No, he's not unaware. But as I said, you're not gonna get the. I just popped on the Rocky Helmet clip. You're not gonna get the most hard hitting stuff here. I'm literally just gonna be clicking buttons. But I just killed my own mouse. That is wild, bro. Wild stuff. But rest. Is this like the new thing? That's the problem. Can't kill this. But what's it called? Let's just forfeit this one. But I really should probably play Rambats with this. But so basically I was like, well, what am I gonna do about this, right? What am I gonna do about this? Because more and more, if you notice in my content, the desire to express that stuff had been coming out, and I'd get the little troll guy like, man, it's just a game, which is partly true, but those who that message was written for, because I know my audience very well, they always either hit me up privately to be like, dude, I was at my wit's end, I was on the edge, And that one little post you decided to make kept me right off the edge a little bit. And so, nobody ever sees these conversations. And I never intended for anybody to. But I said at a certain point, I got so many messages about, like, I wish there was something where we could just get the information directly, to the point where I said, okay, well, maybe I'll just make a separate jam channel, right? Where I like jam, and I revealed in the question and answer what I really do. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'll just make a separate channel, but jam stuff. And then those who want the male psychology focused content will get that, right? And so they can benefit from that without, overwhelming my current audience with the information that's there, right? Without people feeling like, dang, all this damn psychological shit is getting in the way of me enjoying your Pokemon content. And that's fair enough, right? That's why they subscribe to me, I'd assume. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a separate jam channel. And then it went from making a separate jam channel to, well, if I do that, it's actually gonna give me more work between all the projects I'm managing. And now I'm managing a second channel that's an extension of jam. So I kind of have 3 identities at that point. My offline world, jam the Monsplayer, and then jam the guy who helps guys with real problems. And it's like, man, this is exhausting, right? This is exhausting. And so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna sever head smash. I knew you had a rock move. I'm just gonna sever the split for the first time. I'm just going to was tempted to go for a fire move there. Fine. I was like, I'm just going to give people the option to deal with me directly. Deal with Jam directly. No barrier. I mean, deal with V. No barrier. And so that's what I decided to do. And it would make it easier for me to manage. And so I'm going to sever the separation between V and Jam, which will give people the opportunity to go, okay, well, I want to learn this content. I want to learn that information. I want to receive the same benefits that those who know you offline receive without the mons in the way. So that's basically the update. And what that looks like as far as the mons content, nothing will change. It just won't be my primary focus anymore. And if, unfortunately or fortunately, because truth be told, most people don't message me for mon stuff, right? I rarely get PMs for mon stuff. So it's like, okay, well, if you've ever wanted to do the one-on-one coaching with me for the mon stuff, it's very likely this will be the last time you'll ever have that option. I probably won't ever offer that again. And so, yeah. So if that's something you're interested in, then, I guess DM me or something. Doesn't matter. If not, don't worry about that part. I just remembered that in real time right now. But it's really just a reprioritization. Deep down, I had to be real with myself. I was like, what do I actually enjoy doing? Right? And the reality was, because I wanted to keep the separation, the solutions that came up for me were these Frankenstein-like things, where it should be mons merged with philosophy. I'm trying to help the guy, that's in the mons world, with the fucking stuff about philosophy or psychology or anxiety or all these things, right? And it's like, okay, I'm trying to help that guy without leaving or without alienating, and it's like, it's too much. It's too much. So instead of because what really was motivating is I didn't want to leave the guys. I didn't want to just completely go, okay, I'm gonna go full on in that stuff, and leave the guys out of the picture that are members of the academy that would be interested. And so I'm gonna have a private group that merges V, and it will give that access because they're already members in that group, but they're members of my offline life. So there's already a men group, and this has been going on for quite some time, where we discuss all things men, and it's a place for mission focused men, right? Guys who actually want to live a meaningful, purposeful life, win in the areas of women's sex, fitness, spirituality, and finances, right? And so it's not it's similar to the academy. It's not like oh, I'm the guru of the group or anything. The group is filled with guys of all levels and all walks of life who have their own expertise, and you would come into that space to contribute. Now that's something that's only going to be available, and it's going to be for a few people in the beginning, and it's going to be invitation only, because it's a very sacred space where, you know, what you have said there stays there. And that's where I'll be doing whatever Zoom calls with not Zoom call, but having those calls where we're just talking real stuff, can answer questions, and get, frankly, just the support. That's probably the key thing. That's going to be the big differentiator, right? A lot of guys need that, oh, I'm in crisis mode, what do I do in this particular situation? Or my woman is about to leave, or I found out I think she's saying this and that, or the bedroom situation. Like, the support aspect is the aspect that I found guys want the most. And obviously the courses and content that are scientifically backed. You know me, I'm a scientist first, Mons player second. So, you know, it has to be verifiable. And so it's like, okay, all right then. So that's the core announcement that I have. And we're just going to see where it goes from there in terms of offering here. I know where it's going to go, but I no longer want to feel like, oh shit, you know, my academy guys can't get access to this stuff. I want to give them access to it, but because of my own selfish reasons, I don't want to reveal my identity. Not even because there's anything wrong. Like, I was joking with Joey and Blunder in a call, because they kind of planted the seed of this when I was releasing the book. And they're like, Blunder actually said, he's like, damn bro, like, you ever thought about just face revealing, you know, because people buy books from people they know or some shit like that, or if they can see you or something. And I was like, you know, it's not something that I'm like, I just didn't see a point, right? That's really what it was about. It wasn't even about that. It's just like, I don't see a benefit. It's not about like me selling 1 million books. That'd be nice, but if they don't want it, I'm not going to reveal my face for that. I just couldn't see any point. It just didn't add anything to my content. Now, that's no longer the case. But the reason I brought that up is the joke was that, you know, I'm on some billboards, and like, this is an actual thing. And we were joking. I was like, people in the academy probably have passed me, or just YouTube, because they know I'm known well beyond the academy, obviously. But I was like, people on YouTube likely have passed me if they live in a certain state, and literally have seen me on billboards and don't know it's me. And we laughed about that, because Blunder's logic, literally, this is what he said. He said, you know, you don't look like a dork or some shit like that. I was like, really? That's the metric, right? You don't look like a dork. But yeah. I was just like, that's your logic. You think I'm not sharing because I'm afraid of looking like a dork? Like, come on, bro. But yeah, you know, so it's never been a that kind of thing. I'm just very private, even offline. So, you know, that's opened up on a whole new gateway of potential problems that I didn't want. But yeah, at this point now, it's more about just focusing on helping those who I care about. And I care about my guys in the academy, and I care about those who want to be a part of a group where, you know, just amongst guys that they can grow. A lot of dudes are lonely, and if they could find a space where they could privately, you know, I don't have to worry about anybody. I can share my darkest stuff, my darkest challenges, and have that support, and not have to worry about whether or not, you know, I'm gonna be judged or any of that. It's called the brotherhood, actually. So it's not even a thing of, oh god, headlong rush. I really shouldn't have went to my pole there. That wasn't a good play. Like at all. But yeah. Oh shiznit, I got fucking cooked. The Rocky helmet. I guess that's why people run Rocky helmet. Is it from muscle? But anyway, as I said, this won't be super serious live. Now, as far as what it looks like for my mom's content, it's likely just that it'll be my normal style speaking wise, but it won't be it won't have as much. The community post will be there, but it'll be more Mon centric. He'll have a little bit of that in there, but I won't force it in as much, because that was just the aspect of me who cared about the guy that I know needs that kind of content. And so as far as like the separation of the YouTubes, that's still gonna happen, but instead my second channel won't be another version of Jam. It'll just be my actual identity. When or if I'll reveal that to the academy itself, I will at some point, because that's the whole point of doing this, right? But it'll start with the group. It'll start with me. I'm gonna drop a link at some point. I'll make an actual video talking about this probably tomorrow. I'll drop a link at some point, and I'll allow those who are interested to join a waiting list, and then we'll send out invitations, maybe 10 people a month or something like that, or we'll see, depending on how quickly things integrate, and give them the opportunity to be a part of that brotherhood. Because I can speak for myself, even before I was a leader in that space. You know, it's something I take for granted, frankly. Like the brotherhood that I have, and have always had access to, has been a game changer. And I actually didn't realize how lonely guys are, and how many dudes are really like suffering in silence, as they say. I knew on some level, but the degree to which it's the case is something I could have never predicted. And so yeah, we're gonna do this real slow and take our time with it, but it's definitely something that I want to make an effort to offer. And then, you know, if you're not down for that, if you're not game, then our usual Pokemon content will be there, but my focus will be shifted. That's all. And so this Ursaluna is about to crush me. It's just fine. He actually facades directly and gets burnt, which is good, because now he takes the burn damage and the flamethrower damage. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't facade here. My Moltres is kind of important. A little bit. It's a little important. I wouldn't be shocked if he had long rushes, yeah. And I go Dragapult. He's going to he should facade. He does headlong rush. Boy, you got you got the defense drop, bro. I'm probably like in the 1500s right now. I don't know. But as I said, I was recording this and we weren't really playing. We were just like losing that game after game. But again, that was what was most important. That was most pertinent for me to share with my brothers, as we are all a member of the Brotherhood. Whoa, Power Gem, Cresselia, and that did little to nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We just thunderbolt here. I don't know what this thing is gonna do. Ice beam. Trick room turn. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, shiznit. Actually should have went Polt here. Polt forced to kill. But I guess I'd have to take Dust Cloud should come in. Right. I don't even know what the fuck this shit's gonna do. I don't think it can touch. Probably should have tidied up there. Oh. Oh, we got him. We got him. Look at that base 90 crunch. We got him. I wonder if this can like Will-O-Wisp or something. I probably should not allow myself to get Nightshaded here. I think that's what he's gonna do. Memento. Ooh, that means my play was, I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. Your boy's about to get swept. Substitute Moonblast. This boy is choice specs. Yeah, this fool is specs and he crit my assault vest. I wouldn't have 2 me. And then he gets a special attack drop, which makes my flash cannon do even less. How lucky can you get? And I actually played this. I'm getting the crit and the spit edge. Like a lot of things went wrong that turn. Because what I'm doing is I'm giving the Gambit the potential to be a problem. Yeah. When it just didn't need to be that way. So we're gonna pop bomb here. Pop the bomb. I'm sweating. So Gambit comes in, but it's not gonna enjoy that pop bomb. It's not leftovers. And Mousehole succeeds. Mousehole wins. The Crest makes sense. Should Iron Head here. Crest makes sense. The issue being the flag fire. The Gambit cannot KO me. So what do I want to do here? What's my best objective play? Is it to headlong rush directly? Because if he goes hard crest, he loses. If I do something other than headlong rushing. But if he goes enamorous, if he stays in, I could lose. So it's actually, so he does go hard crest. That's what I was thinking. If I attacked him there, he lost. But again, you know, that's the prediction he made, and it worked out. So I gave him the opportunity to trick room. Well, Stone Edge might knock him out directly. It does not. Which means my goose is cooked because of the enamorous luck. So I guess the Lunar Dance back is enamorous, and my goose is cooked. But yeah, that's gonna be our last live. It didn't matter what we did here. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about. As far as the videos and shit, you know, I'll do the team building and all that, but it's gonna be more casual. Again, no more coaching most likely. Those days are over. So if you want to do that, this is your last shot ever. Yeah, I'll figure out that stuff, but I really needed to make this shift because it's been in me to do, and I'm getting a lot of, I feel like underneath there's a lot of people who want, my audience is a lot older as well, they're more mature guys, and what they really want or would prefer would be something closer to that, and then have the Mons thing be a bonus rather than have the Mons be the focus and that stuff be a bonus. So yeah, hopefully this was useful. Again, I'll probably make a video officially tomorrow discussing what's actually gonna happen, and yeah, prepare. The official reveal is on its way, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.